All right, we're on the air. Welcome back to another live stream. We've been marathoning live streams lately, just to promote the Indiegogo and just trying to get as many eyes on it as possible. So welcome everybody to another stream. Basically talking about the same things as always: comics, movies, whatever. It's Thursday morning, so it's time for a Thursday morning chill stream, and a couple people in here already, so that's pretty cool. Please hit that thumbs up and share out the link, please. In chat, please. And first things first, we'll take a look at the Indiegogo, see how we're doing. And I see we have Ash and Jackal in the chat. Nice to see you here, man. One of our regulars here at the channel, here at the Secret Comics offices, or my basement, whichever you guys prefer to call it. But welcome, Ash and Jackal. Nice to see you here in the chat. But now we're going to take a look here at the campaign. Let me get the share screen up. There we go. Here we are with the campaign. So we're 28% of the way there. 72 amazing backers. $1,727. About 55 days left. So guys, if you haven't backed it yet, then please do, and please share our campaign a lot. But it's really important to us, and it's really important we get it, and we really do need everybody's help with this. So please, guys, if you could, please help share out the campaign with all your friends and your family and your audience. You know, if you have a YouTube, please help us spread the word. And if you have a YouTube channel and would like me and Jason to be guests on your channel, then please let us know, and we will stop by your channel. Ashton says you're breaking up at points. Let me make sure I have the right mic connected. Let's see, audio. Yeah, it's my Yeti. Let's see, breaking up at points and roboting. Well, sorry. Let me stop screen sharing for a second. Let me mute and unmute. Let's see if it works. Let me know if that worked. Sometimes that helps. Or maybe if I unplug and then replug it. Okay. Andrew says not the mic, it's the connection of your internet. Sorry, I know I have awful internet. Let me know if it gets better, you guys. Okay, Ashton says, sounding okay so far. Yeah, I was having some internet troubles yesterday, actually, with the stream I was on, which ended up getting removed because of some copyright claim thingy. But anyways, I'm going to go back to screen sharing. So sorry about that boomer-ish moment, but we were looking at the campaign. And yeah, so like I was saying, we're 28% of the way there. 72 amazing backers, $1,727, about 55 days left. So please, guys, help us share the link, back the book if you haven't yet. We really need your guys' help getting funded, and we really need you guys to help us spread the word. So please share it out if you can, guys, and we would really appreciate that. And you guys have all been great so far with the support. You guys have all been amazing. So thank you very much for that. We should have some new pages coming on here pretty soon. Jason has been working like crazy, and he's been streaming over at his channel. I did put the link for his channel in the chat. It's also linked here in the campaign in several spots if you want to find his YouTube. It's this video up here at the top, and then we linked it down here with our social medias. So if you want to see him drawing these channels weekly, then please check out his channel where he's doing amazing work. And so, yeah, so that's our look at the campaign. Felix Haas says, no snowflakes or safe spaces in this comic book, please, or people. Yeah, Felix, there's nothing like that in here. Yeah, you guys don't have to worry about anything other than a great book, great comic that's for sure guaranteed to creep you out, to scare you. Jason is making this book a lot creepier than it is in my head, and he's just put a lot of effort and time and love into these pages, crafting these pages and just making them as great as they can be. So this is a really fantastic book, I think, and it's just gorgeous art. Just I really love Jason's art, and hopefully we'll be able to make some more comics together, but we could only do that with your guys' help. So please help us to spread the word, you guys, and help us out get some of the tiers like the head sketch tier. This is amazing art, and you could get a 4x6 head sketch for $60. So that's a great deal right there. And you could get on our thank you page for 55. If you just want the book by itself, the lowest tier is $8, and that gets you a signed copy signed by me. And I think you guys are gonna love our book. So there we go, and we'll look at it again later. But and I'm gonna put the link again in the chat. Here we go. Andrew, if you could get on, I sent you the link. I know you're probably at work, but if you want to get on it all, just like the good old days when you would get on from work. I know sometimes there's audio problems when you do that, but if you want to get on, I sent you the link. I did invite some guests. Unfortunately, some of our guests are at work because they have lives, unlike me. So I was hoping to get Mark Pellegrini on here, but Mark's at work, and I think Tim Lim might be at work too. I invited them and Doug and Thomas, so and Andrew. So we'll see if anybody is able to swing by here. I hope they can, but it might just be me being awkward. You never know if any guests are going to come by, especially on short notice. But yeah. So we shall see. Actually, one of my guests just replied saying, "I just woke up." I'm going to tell them to come by anyways. There we go. Okay, hopefully one of my guests will come by. One of them told me they just woke up. Sorry for the boomerish moments, you guys. But I hope you guys are all having a great day so far, having a great morning. I hope it's not too crazy. Things have been pretty crazy around here, but I never leave my basement anyways, so I've to ignore most of it. But yeah. So I finally got around to watching a movie yesterday for the first time since we launched the book. Since I've been in crazy promotion mode since launching, and just promoting, every 5 minutes, being on a stream, being on my channel, someone else's channel, or just constantly posting it over on Facebook and Twitter and messaging people about it. And so I've just been pretty busy since launching the campaign. But I finally sat down yesterday to watch a movie. I watched The Bird with the Crystal Plumage, and I will not mention any spoilers about the movie, but it was one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. It has everything you want in a movie. It's got a really interesting premise. You're hooked right from the start, and it keeps you thinking the whole time. The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. I don't want to give away too much of the plot, but it really kept me thinking. It really kept me thinking about who the killer might be, and it just had me on the edge of my seat the whole time. And it really flew by. It was an incredible movie, The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. So that was a really fun movie, and a great Blu-ray. It had a bunch of special features on there. I didn't really have time to go through them. I started to watch one, but then I got busy, and so I got to go back through later and go through all the special features. But it did have a lot of special features, and the scan was incredible. It was great quality. So that was an awesome Blu-ray, The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. So really excited about watching some more Dario Argento movies, because I have Cat of Nine Tails and Deep Red, which I need to get into soon. But I really loved Bird with the Crystal Plumage. And I really love his movie Suspiria a lot. Suspiria might be my second favorite horror movie, but The Bird with the Crystal Plumage, I just watched it last night, and it's really up there for me. I think it was one of the best movies I ever watched. Fly Fox Pro is in the chat. Hello, Fly Fox Pro. Nice to see you here in the chat, man. I hope everything is going well with you, dude. Hope everything's going well with you, Fly Fox Pro. Nice to see you here in the chat, man. But yeah, you guys. So next movie I watch is probably going to be another Dario Argento movie. Although I do want to get back to watching Puppet Master, because the first three were incredible, and I really want to get to the fourth one already. But I'm really enjoying these Dario Argento movies. So the next movie I watch is either going to be Puppet Master 4 or it's going to be Deep Red, because I hear nothing but good about Deep Red. I really don't know anything about it. I just knew it was Dario Argento, so I bought it. That's really how I end up making my decisions when I buy movies. It's like usually my friend Andrew here in the chat, Hayes and that Devon Graham, usually he just tells me like this is a good movie and I buy it. Or if the movie just has a cool name, I buy it. Or if I know someone that's involved, if I like their previous work, I just buy it. So it doesn't take much to convince me to buy a movie. But yeah, so I'm really digging these Dario Argento movies, and I can't wait to watch some more of them because they've been pretty awesome. And I'm going to post the link again here in the chat for our Indiegogo. We got 5 people in here, so guys, please hit that thumbs up, share out the link. I know I say that a lot, but it really does help us. And let me know in the chat if you guys got any questions about our book, our comic, or about movies or anything. And if you guys need something to read during this whole quarantine thing, I'm actually going to post another link here in the book. I haven't been chilling as much for my books on Amazon, but that is the link right there, where you guys could go and get my books on Amazon. I have 4 books on Amazon, and if you guys downloaded all the ebooks, it's like under $12 for like 800 pages of stuff to read. So yeah, if you guys want to go get my ebooks, or you can get the paperbacks, and they take 2 days to arrive. But if you're quarantined, if you're staying home, self-isolating, then you guys could get all my ebooks, have 800 pages to read for under $12. And yeah, I haven't really been chilling that much because I do want to chill the comic as the main thing, because my books will be on Amazon for forever. But the Indiegogo is only up for 55 more days. So I'd prefer it if you guys just got the Indiegogo. If you could only get one thing, just get the Indiegogo. But if you guys could get everything, and then you could get all my Amazon books too. But that's the link for the Indigo, or for Amazon. And then I'm going to put the Indiegogo link here again. Ash and Jackal says, I'll shout out your project on my next live stream. Well, thank you very much, Ash and Jackal. Thank you very much for that. Let's see. Ash and Jackal says I have half as many subs, but hopefully it will help. Yeah. Yeah. I don't care how many subs anybody has. Thank you for the support. You know, I'll take a shout out from somebody with 1 subscriber. Honestly, it doesn't matter to me. You know, promotion's promotion, and you know, everybody knows somebody I don't. So anybody really, no matter the size of their platform, could get it in front of somebody that doesn't know about it. They could get it in front of somebody that I couldn't reach. So it doesn't really matter to me, man, how many subs you have. Thank you very much, Ash and Jackal. Thank you very much for that. And yeah, if anyone else has a channel they would like me to go on, or any channel that they just want to shout us out in general, let me know, because I would really love that. And we really need your guys' help spreading the word about this campaign. You guys, I really wanted to get Jason on today because it's been a while since I've had him on my channel, but Jason is asleep right now. So he kind of sleeps wacky hours, so he's not awake right now to come on the stream and draw, but I'm hoping to get him on soon and draw, because his art's fantastic, and it's funner to watch him draw than to listen to me be a little bit awkward on these solo streams. But yeah, hopefully we get a guest on here soon. But it appears like most of my guests can't make it. But yeah, and if you guys got any questions about the book or anything, or any of my books, or about movies or anything, let me know in the chat. That really makes things easier. It really makes it keep the stream going. If you guys get like more involved with it, that's always easier for me. Flyfox Pro says, I'd love to have you on my channel sometime. Cool, Flyfox Pro. I'm going to open up your channel right now. There we go. Cool. Here's your channel. I will give you a sub. There we go. And yeah, I will come on your channel sometime, dude. Just message me on Twitter and we could work something out. Yeah, if you want to just message me on Twitter, we could pick a time and day. I do have a couple other people though that I'm scheduling with right now that I was supposed to be on someone's channel yesterday and it didn't work out. So I have to reschedule something, and there's another person that I keep trying to figure out a day with, and nothing is like matching up. So yeah, there are a couple other people that I'm trying to work out times with. So we shall see. But yeah, I would definitely love to go onto your channel, dude. That'd be really cool. Getting on people's channels and getting the book in front of people that might not necessarily see it from my channel. So yeah. Do 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 do. Let's see. Flyfox Pro says sweet. Bullet says stream 24/7. Hey Bullet, it's nice to see Bullet here in the chat. Bullet, of course, is a great artist, and we're hoping to do something one day soon. Don't know exactly when it'll be, but excuse me 1 second. But me and Bullet do plan to work on a book soon. Hopefully very soon, but I just have a couple other things I'm busy with right now. Finishing up this novel I'm writing. Well, hopefully finishing it. It's like a really long book, and just hoping to finish that up soon. And I'm also crazy busy with the promotion right now, so I don't want to write like a stress-induced comic right now between everything. But hopefully soon, me and Bullet we'll have a comic going soon. We've been talking about working together for a while, so really hoping to make something happen soon with Bullet. But Bullet, it's always nice to see you here in the chat. Even when you troll us sometimes, Bullet can be a troll sometimes. Ashton Jackal says, I don't know how to invite people on for live streams. Well, Ashton Jackal, what do you use StreamYard? I don't know what you stream with. Sorry, I've never caught one of your live streams, but I mean, if you're streaming on your phone, you can't invite people, Ashton. But if you stream with StreamYard, oh, he says OBS. Well, okay, OBS. Do you use Google Hangouts when you go through OBS? Are you connecting a Hangouts link through OBS? Because if you're going through OBS, I think you need to use Hangouts, and then if you use Google Hangouts through OBS, you just send people the link to the Hangout, and then they could join. I prefer StreamYard. It's a lot quicker, a lot easier, and you just really there's just like something that just says invite, and you just copy that link and send it to people. Ash and Jackal says I stream straight through OBS. I don't know. I don't know how exactly that works. Everyone I know that does OBS, they stream through Google Hangouts. They hook up Hangouts to OBS, and then from there they stream to YouTube, and they just use like OBS, or they use Hangouts to like invite people on, just like in the old days, in the good old days of YouTube streaming, when Hangouts was still a thing, when it was still connected to YouTube, and you could just click go live and it'll create a Hangout. I miss that. I miss that. I miss the old Hangouts, how it used to be. The good old days. I still don't know why they shut it down. That was really lame. As much as I like StreamYard, I really miss Hangouts. Hangouts was well, it was I mean, they're both just as easy, I suppose, but I just prefer Hangouts, and there are other things about Hangouts. There's just a couple things about the old Google Hangouts I liked more than this one. The main difference between StreamYard and the way the Hangouts, the streaming used to be, was StreamYard has a limit for their free users of like 20 hours a month, and I did not know that. So I like recently got a notification from StreamYard that like you've used up most of your hours, and I was like, what? So I think like I had like 3 hours left for free when I started the stream, so I'm going to have to pay for like $20 a month for well, probably just $20 for like the rest of the month, because then it'll reset next month. But I'm gonna need to pay soon like $20 for the paid version of StreamYard, so that way I could still stream the rest of this month and promote. So yeah, That's the one thing is I prefer Hangouts. It didn't want to bleed you dry like StreamYard, because $20 for really just for half the month is pretty expensive. Ash and Jackal says, I'll check out StreamYards. Yeah, it's just StreamYard singular, not plural, but yeah. Um, yeah, I'm not, I like StreamYard a lot, but I really prefer Hangouts. So rip Hangouts. Press F in the chat for Hangouts. F in the chat for Hangouts. Everybody, the good old days of YouTube streaming, the good old days. But let me double check if any of my guests have has anyone seen it yet? Let me see. Okay, one of my guests says I will try, but I can't promise right now. Let me just tell him all right. Yeah, Bullet says, yeah, you could pump Hangouts through OBS. Yeah, you can, Ash and Jackal. So that's really what you got to do. I don't know how all that works, but you just hook up Hangouts to OBS, and then you just send people the Hangouts link like in the old days, and then people can come by. But yeah, I don't know exactly how it works because I use OBS, but I use it for screen recording, not streaming. So I use it to just like record videos or do like a slideshow. I've never used it for streaming specifically. So yeah, I don't know. Bullet might know that. I know Bullet streams sometimes with John Dillard. Yeah, oh, he just mentioned that. It's how we do Script Battle and the Gauntlet on the Dillard Draws channel. Yeah. So Bullet might know a little bit better than me, Ash and Jackal. But yeah, okay. Some of my other guests have seen the link, and it doesn't really look like anyone's coming by for now. We might get one person in later. So yeah, I don't know. We shall see. But it's just me for now. So if anyone's got any questions in the chat about the book or about movies or anything, just let me know. And I'm going to put the link here again for our Indiegogo. So if you guys haven't backed it yet, please do, and please share it out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere you can. Really, just please help us get it in front of as many people as possible. That would be a really big help. We do need your guys' help getting this thing funded and getting some more eyes on the campaign. So if you guys would like to help us, even if you can't back, then just share it with all your friends. Just share it with anyone that likes comics, movies, horror movies, anyone that's alive, anyone that breathes. Just let them know about our book, and that's really how we get this thing funded. We really need your guys' help. We are 28% of the way there, $1,727. 28% funded, on our way to $6,000. So it is we're sort of far from the goal, but the good part is we have a lot of time left. We have 55 days left. Fly Fox Pro says, I bought it for my brother. He likes horror more than me. Well, that's all right, man. Thank you so much for buying our book, dude. I hope your brother likes it, and if you read it, I hope you end up liking it too, man. I think he'll like it. I really believe in these stories, and so does Jason. We're both really confident in these stories that I've written and that he's drawing, and he's drawing them incredibly. He's just making them really eerie. It's sort of, to me, it's a mix of like Junji Ito and Bernie Wrightson. Let me share screen real quick. We'll go here. There we go. Going back to share screen here. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen the art yet, I'm sure most people tuning in right now have. We got 6 people in here, and pretty much everyone in here is a regular. So I know you've pretty much all you've all seen his art so far, but it's just really gorgeous art, really creepy art. So if anything, if you just like his art, just buy it for him. Let's see. Fly Fox Pro says, I'll probably give it a read before I hand it off. Jason has been killing it on what I've seen him drawing. Yeah, he's really been killing it. It's just really beautiful pages. Way better than than I imagined them in my head. So he's really he's making this book incredible. and it's just beautiful art, beautiful art. Everyone's digging it, and everyone is telling me it's the best art they've seen on one of my comics, and so that's really nice to hear. But I mean, it'll only be printed if we hit our goal. So it would be a shame if people are like, yeah, this is the best art I've ever seen on one of your comics, and then it doesn't get printed. That would be sad. So please, guys, help us out to hit our goal. And this piece right here is actually going to be our trading card. This was our promo poster we've been using since December. And we're going to take out in the bottom left corner where it says coming to Indiegogo, whatever. We're going to take that out when we print out this trading card. But this is going to be our trading card. And this comes with every tier except for the $8 tier and the digital tier. So the lowest tier and the digital tier do not get the trading card, but every other tier does. So yeah, and then we have just a few pages here of the Spawn comic that Sean did, or Jason. I always mix them up because I'm used to, when I'm talking about my Indiegogos, I'm always used to talking about Sean, because as you'll see down here, both of my other comics were with Sean, so I'm always thinking like Sean's art, but no, but Jason did these pages right here for Todd McFarlane back in the 90s, back in about 93, I think. And this was a tie-in for the Spawn Alley toy. So that's the comic that Jason did, and it's really cool. And that was his first comic, and he's done some comics since then, mostly for like ad agencies and stuff. He's an illustrator, and he works for like ad agencies and different companies like that, doing like, you know, that sort of thing, like promotional stuff or like graphic design stuff, that sort of thing. So that's usually what he does. He's done book covers too, but he's an illustrator. He's done all sorts of things. But yeah, just Jason's art is just absolutely incredible. And I mean, I suppose we could go through the tiers right now. I'm sure most of you probably heard the whole spiel already, but we do have 2 comics plus the thank you page, $55. 5 out of 50 of those have been claimed, so we have 45 of those left, you guys. 45 of the thank you pages left, and I know $55, it's a pretty expensive tier, but $1, even just $1, goes a long way on these campaigns. And so usually these thank you pages are a little bit higher in price just to cover certain costs. So this right here really helps us out if you guys got the thank you page. That's why it's our featured tier, because this right here really helps us out big time. So you know, if you guys are considering if you're wondering which tier to get, this is probably the most important one, personally, that I would say is the 2 comics plus the thank you page tier, because the money on this one really goes a long way towards helping us cover certain expenses, certain costs. So that one really is important to me personally. And our next tier is $8, and that is for the hard copy. So you get a hard copy signed by me, 20 pages of newsprint, 20 pages of newsprint goodness, $8 signed by me. That is our lowest tier. Next, we have the $8 digital tier, and that is great for all you international folks. I know we have a few international subscribers around here on my channel. But this is great for you guys, the digital tier, because you don't have to worry about customs, and you don't have to worry about it getting returned back to me, and then I have to return it back to you, and we're just like splitting all this outrageous shipping back and forth. Like, it's you guys don't got to worry about any of that stuff. If you get the digital tier, you'll just be sent a link where you guys could read it. We also have the 2 copies of the book tier for $16. 2 copies of the book, $16. You also get a trading card, and of course, both books will be signed by me. This is a great tier if you guys want to get it. Get one for you, one for a friend. If you and a friend want to split it, then that's a great tier to get. We also have 2 comics plus the Kick Nasser button. Kick Nasser, the inside joke around this channel for about 1.5 years now. 2 comics plus the Kick Nasser button. We had the Kick Nasser button on my previous campaign, and we printed a bunch of extras, and so I already have a bunch of these buttons already printed and made and down here with me in my basement. So if you guys want a Kick Nasser button and 2 copies of the comic, that's $25. We got 92 of those left, so there's plenty of those ones. But if you guys want to get some channel merch, be part of our inside joke around here, then you guys could go ahead and get that. This is one that I would really love to see more of. I would really like to see more of these ones selling right here. The comic plus the trading card plus a 4x6 head sketch. So Jason will draw any fictional character of your choice if you get this tier. It's $60. We've got 48 of them left, and you'll get a 4x6 pencil head sketch, any fictional character of your choice. And I'm hoping to see this one sell more. So if you guys are considering a tier, like I said, the thank you page to me is the most important one, but uh, Jason would really appreciate if you guys got this one, so we could get him even more money. If the head sketch tier, if you guys buy that one. And then we have the get drawn into the book tier, which is $225, and you'll get onto at least one page of the book. And a pretty popular one on my previous campaign. So I'm sort of surprised no one's jumping at it right now. But if you guys want, there's only one of these available. So if you guys want to get drawn into the book, $225. And Jason will make you look great. He'll make all of you guys look great if you get that tier. Then our final two tiers are for all the original art. So if you guys want to get a page, only one's been claimed so far. So we've got 19 of those left, 19 out of 20 of these just spectacular, incredible, amazing pages that Jason's been doing. These really gorgeous pages. You could get one of these pages for $250, and you guys, these pages are gonna look just absolutely beautiful in person, and you'll get a page from this published book, if we hit the goal and if you buy that tier. So that'd be pretty cool to have a page from a published book. And of course, the original cover art. Let me scroll back up. The original cover art is for sale. $1,000 takes this thing. So you guys want the original cover art, that's $1,000. It's a spectacular cover. And yeah, so that's all our tiers. So if you guys would like to get the book, I am going to put the link again here in the chat. Oh, and it looks like we got some guests. Sorry, I did not. Oh, what's up, guys? Sorry, Doug, I didn't see you there. I was shilling and going through the the campaign.
I know, dude. Come up for air. I was sitting here for 4 hours.
Same here, Doug. I've been waiting for forever. This guy was going on and on yesterday about how he always pays attention to the chat room. Oh my god!
I do. But I mean, I was going through the campaign. How are you guys doing this morning?
So good.
That's good to hear, Doug.
I'm just popping in to say good morning before I play Command and Conquer with my friend online.
Gotcha. Andrew, how's your day going? Oh, is he muted or something? He might be muted. I think he's at work.
He's color out of space.
Right. Yeah, I think he's at work right now, so he probably can't talk very much.
He has to cup his phone into his shirt and pretend like he's not on. Hit mute and then put it in his shirt. Then he takes it back out when no one's looking.
Right. That's probably what he's up to. But
right. He's like a security guard somewhere, and he's like,
yeah, Doug, this is crazy. I have you on the stream 2 days in a row.
Yeah, can you believe it? It's a good time. Good time.
Yeah. It's always great to have Doug on here. Now I need to change the title of the stream so that way we get more views, because there's always more views when Doug is in the title.
More clicks. I gotta go. Actually, I'm just popping in to say hi.
All right. Well, thank you.
How's your campaign going? What do you? Let me interview you for a second. How's your campaign going?
Yeah, we're at 28%. We're at $1,727 and 72 amazing backers.
Great.
So
those are good people.
We're right. Yeah, we've got some great people that have all been helping us, and they've been sharing out the link. They've been great about that. So glad about all the support we've been getting. So that's been very awesome.
Good. Everyone back. Nasser, get the help an indie guy on his way up. This is when you need the help, not after you're Stephen King, but when you're crawling on your way up as Nasser Rabadi.
Yeah. Crawling. It's like crawling through like an ocean of glass right now.
Yeah.
So do y'all hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you
now.
Yeah, I heard everything you said. I wasn't busy working. I was having trouble connecting because Nasser decided to add me in when I entered the dead zone.
Oh, yeah. Andrew's a delivery driver, and there's always this strip of like dead zone that he every time I invite him on, it's always when he's going through the dead zone. For some reason, it's like clockwork.
It blacks out. Andrew, when you deliver stuff, do you have to like wipe it down with wipes before you hand it to him?
Not at this point yet, no, but
maybe
yet. Soon.
Because I had like someone brought over some one of those ready-made meals to our family yesterday, and I thought, did they wipe their hands, or do I have to like spray this entire delivery with Lysol?
Yeah, well, the way it's going right now is like now the restaurants are not open for dine-in, so it's got to go through us, or they got to go to the drive-through, basically.
I know, but we went through Popeye's Chicken yesterday with the family to get some tenders.
Yeah.
And so the dining room was closed. They hand it to us through a window, but I go, isn't this bag just caked with this employee's virus?
Yes, a lot of restaurants I noticed they are wearing gloves, but not all of them.
They were wearing gloves at the post office a couple days ago when I went.
They should be wearing gloves made out of asbestos. Like what's on the gloves? This is how like a virus is. You really can't fight it unless you do 100% complete cutoff isolation, because it spreads. It's on just one little tiny chunk of fluid everywhere, and it gets reintroduced. My guess is that all of this quarantine is like a giant placebo. I don't.
Well, the thing you got to know about Andrew though, Doug, is he's bought both of our books, so he's immune.
Yeah, that's true. Anyone who buys our books, automatic pass from the Corona spirit.
Yeah, and I got the super fan tier, so Doug's hands were all over that book, and I'm good.
Cool. I'm going to make the beautiful books, man. I love making books, and Nasser too. We have the same work ethic, and we have the same vision on independent publishing. I think this is the way it's going to be for a while.
Yeah, which Doug, I'm gonna I don't have it yet, but I'm gonna mail you soon. My newest book came to Amazon actually a few weeks ago.
Cool.
So I'm gonna be mailing you that soon. I don't even have copies yet though.
Cool. Maybe we'll do a reading.
Oh, cool. It's actually book 2 of the Eternity series.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got book 1.
Yeah. So
cool. Looking forward to it.
I'll be sending you that soon. Bullet in the chat says Doug is ground 0.
Patient 0.
Oh man, Andrew dipped out. He must have lost connection or something. But
he lost connection, or his boss drove by and saw him on the phone.
Yeah, you're immune because you don't wash your hands.
I do not wash my hands. No.
Yeah. So I think your whole household is fine if you were.
Dude, I just read the Imperial Coronavirus Report got released. That's from the World Health Organization. Their proposals, and they're saying that the quarantine will work until they get a vaccine, but it'll take them 18 months to develop and circulate a vaccine. And it says in the report that if the quarantine ends and people are put back in their normal work population, the coronavirus will be reintroduced back into the public. So it's an 18-month quarantine until a vaccine comes, or this is going to get reintroduced to everybody again. I'm just saying, are we going to just bring the juggernaut American worldwide economy to its knees? Or shouldn't we just weather the virus and just go out in public and let it do its thing?
Public. I think we should go out in public.
It sounds weird because there will be a death count to that, but the body is actually the best antiviral maker when it builds up its own immunities. And the virus will mutate to address that. H1N1 came, like 20 years ago. And now it's just part of the seasonal flu.
I think this whole quarantine thing, I think it's doing a lot of damage. I think I might have told you about this. I know I told Andrew about this, but my sister in Oklahoma, they had to completely close down their restaurant. They weren't even making enough money on the carryouts and deliveries. They were hardly making anything down there. They had to just completely close it down.
Yeah, they're done.
Yeah, they recently opened that too, like a month and a half ago. So it started out doing well, and now it's completely closed.
You know what I think is the biggest thing that this is causing that's really, really getting to me is I'm really, really annoyed with extroverts complaining about not being able to go out. That's probably the biggest thing that's getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
Who likes to go out?
I tweeted that today. That the introverts that the extroverts not being able to go out, we're like the introverts who are forced to be social. And the introverts have like zero empathy for us being uncomfortable. They're like, hey, eat it, Zaka. And we're like, no, wait, how come we're all supposed to be all sensitive that you guys aren't capable of reproducing or making friends? And then suddenly you look at us being cut off from our need to clown around and be a social butterfly. And there's no empathy, nothing. It just proves that introverts are as big of a jerk as extroverts. They're mean, cruel, vindictive, no empathy. Introverts.
Yeah, well, this will force people to get the work done. Now they have no excuse. They're home with nothing to do.
Yeah, like I'm loud, so everyone knows I'm an a-hole. Introverts are quiet, so no one knows that they're actually a-holes too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you're not kind. You're just shy. You're just a social, you're socially crippled. You're not good. You just can't talk.
Yeah, that describes me to a T.
I've tried it every which. I just like to keep. I don't like to bother anyone. I don't like to be bothered. That's just the way I like to keep it.
Yeah.
Except
you have
a
severed Barbie doll head, 800 severed Barbie doll heads sitting next to you in your basement. That's all.
Oh my God.
That's every introvert.
Yeah, I mean that and dead cats.
And dead cats. Yeah, like we know introverts, and you're the good guys.
Yeah.
Oh, we're shy. Don't look down on us. Just 'cause we're just like you, though we're shy.
Yeah. So what are your plans today, Doug? Are you still writing Earthworm Jim 2?
Yeah, I need to print that thing out and do an edit. I got to do. It's 72 pages, and this is the yucky part. I got to print it out, and I got to do an edit where I write in pencil all down. I try and put the script's already funny, right? But I want to bump up humor. So I want to try and add one gag or one humorous turn of phrase or one joke every page of the script. That would put 72 humorous moments in a script.
Doug, you know my favorite joke.
So that's kind of my goal.
You know what my favorite joke in Launch the Cow?
What was that?
I'm generally paraphrasing here, but it's like in the beginning when he's like crying about his father and he's like, I only just met him.
Oh, yeah. I love that one. Or when he's like, I've been alive for 5 seconds and I'm already a cannibal.
Yeah, I'm already a cannibal. Yeah, I did that short lifespan thing. He's like, I've never seen anything like this in my entire 24-hour life.
Oh yeah,
it's a great gag.
Yeah, that was genius. I absolutely love that book. I love it to death.
I've got a couple of cool, break the fourth wall inside jokes on this new one where he has like it's like called an emergency assistant. It's like this little screen that pops out of his chest and it goes like, emergency assistant. You can call me EA. He goes, oh, EA, thanks for your help. And then the emergency assistant starts giving him like really bad advice. He's all, EA you give really bad advice. And the whole time I just start writing these string of insults against EA. And it's Earthworm Jim saying, EA, you suck. It's so good.
Oh my goodness, that's a good one.
It's going to be good. And
that's going to be fantastic.
So lots of gags, just lots of fun. And then I've still got to do also a pretty big rewrite on Bigfoot Bill 2 when I go to letter it. Gabe's still coloring the last 30 pages of that. When the entire book is laid before me, I'll go in and do the word balloons and do a pretty tight punch up on all of that story too. With I don't go quite as funny with that because that's just a slightly more serious. It's a more serious world than Earthworm Jim, which is more wacky. This stuff has to be a little more tight, a little more Coen Brothers is how I see it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, I really love that book so much. Like, with Bigfoot Bill, I hadn't. I don't think I'd even read Gear yet. I think I read Gear after that, and when I got that book, I was like, this is gonna be so good." And then I sat down, and it was better than so good. It was just absolute. It was just great. And then when I read Earthworm Jim, I was trying to think. I was like, when was the last time I read a book this good? And I was like, well, Bigfoot Bill.
I really am trying to do my best work I can. I never feel like it's good enough. Like when I'm redoing Bigfoot Bill 1, I'm doing a rewrite on that one too. I'll be redoing all of the word balloons because I have to change the font size to something slightly smaller. So while I'm going to change the font size, I'm going to go ahead and do a tighten up on it and add a little more dialogue to it, to each of those moments to help. And there's 14 more pages of story added to it, plus another 30 pages from the making of, including the 14-page Poseidon backstory from the making of is going to go in that book. It's going to introduce the whole book now. So
Yeah. So how many drafts do you typically go through?
Probably all told 3. So I have this first draft, right? And the first draft is based on my pretty tight note cards. So I'm really not changing much plot, like the big giant structure of the story. That's usually set at the note cards, and it really doesn't change much once I go to script. Once it goes to script, it's really all bumping up, like the dialogue can never be good enough or tight enough or just literary, it's like it really needs a rework. So I'll go in now and just focus on that on this draft, right? It's a humor bump up, and then it's also like make the turns of phrase, because I'll write junk dialogue where a guy will just go, "Hey, over here." I know he needs to say something like that, but now I need to go in and actually craft the right way that character would say that, even though it has the same meaning. And then once that is done, I'll go ahead and incorporate all those notes into the script, right? I'll create another draft, a second draft, and then I'll usually draw the book based on that second draft. So then I'll do all of the 160 pages, and they're all colored and done. And then I go in, and when I letter the book, and you start putting word balloons on characters and stuff, it's another opportunity for yet another bump up and rewrite. So that last one is done in Photoshop while I'm lettering it. I'll just keep reworking a phrase on the screen until it looks right and is funny and is the best way to say it for that character. And sometimes it bugs me because I'll go, it's been 15 minutes and nothing came to me. I'll just put in what was there already. And those compromises really bug me, but I have to move on,
Yeah. Usually I do probably 2 to 3 drafts, depending really what the book is. Usually for like a novel, I'll do 2 drafts, and then my editor will look it over, and then so it almost becomes a third draft.
Yeah.
But with the comic,
do you ever do a draft where it gets worse?
Yes.
You're like, I rewrote this thing and I didn't help it.
Yeah, mostly that happened with a comic. Me and Sean were going to launch, instead of Blood Reaper, we were going to launch another one about this lady that crash lands on a planet full of snakes, really, and it's a lot more interesting than that. But
no, dude, that sounds interesting. What are you talking about?
No, but basically what happened was, like, I really liked the draft, but then I showed it to Andrew, actually, and I showed it to a couple other people that wanted to read it because I wanted some feedback on it, and then everyone was telling me like how awful it was, and then so I was like, well, I haven't done my draft 2 yet, guys. This is just draft 1. So then I did draft 2, and everyone was like, this is still awful. And then Crypto Comics, he read it too, and he was like, I think you should do this, and it might make it better. So then I did exactly what he said in draft 3, and I thought it came out worse. And then he's like, yeah, this is worse. And I was like, but I did what you said. And he's like, yeah, but it's still worse. And I think I did like 8 drafts. I'm not even kidding, like 8 drafts of this comic, and every single draft, everyone I showed it to hated it. So I still might do something with it one of these days. It's been well over a year since.
The ironic thing, Doug, is my complaint with that story when I was reading it was the lack of character development of all things.
Yeah.
No, which was a really valid complaint, because it seemed like in that draft, which it was 60 pages, and I had set up a bunch of like I think interesting things that happened to the character, but I don't think I ever gave a reason for anyone to care about her. Like, it's like that book, have you read, called Save the Cat?
Yep.
Yeah, and so I didn't have a Save the Cat moment, which, Andrew, I don't know if you've read it, but basically it's a book about screenwriting, and the author's name is slipping me, but he says that basically you need to have a moment where your protagonist does something like saving a cat from a tree, just so you have a reason to like them. So
I'll give you another version of that I learned from Dan Harmon, and Joe Campbell did this too. Get the characters ass kicked early on in a really unfair way.
Oh, that's a good one.
If you get them beaten and demolished, the reader's natural empathy kicks in. They start rooting for that character, even if they're not sympathetic or no good. Like if they get destroyed, because all of us, this is the psychology behind it, is all of us feel our own pain more than we feel other people's pain, right? So when you see someone else going through something excruciating, you naturally identify, your empathy wakes up for that person. There's something very seductive about that when a reader reads that, just so you know. And you'll see it in a lot of movies where even Luke Skywalker, right? You see the torment of him wanting to leave the farm and go join the academy. And his uncle says he has to stay another season. And he's heartbroken and frustrated. In action movies like Indiana Jones gets the idol stolen from him by Bella.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like a real injustice, a real ripoff. And usually we're on that guy's story. And this is the way Dan Harmon puts it. He goes, a raccoon is running from a bear. Which one do you identify with? You go, well, you identify with the raccoon because it's chased by a big evil bear. But what if I told you from the point of view of the bear that her cubs are at home starving, and if she doesn't catch this raccoon to bring back for them to eat, they'll die. So exact same situation. A bear chases a raccoon. Which one do you empathize with? I can get you to empathize with either one, depending on which one I'm manipulating you with.
Oh man, that is such a good point.
Yeah. So get Trixie in trouble unjustly. That helps drive her and helps her audience empathize with her. Like, oh yeah, that's me. Like when I feel pain, that one's me. And then you have to give them somewhere to go, right? You have to give her some level of development so that, and I do the same thing when you talked about just a sequence of events that just kind of happen to her. That's kind of what happens in a lot of action movies that don't have much content. Is I do find, especially when I'm plotting things, there's no why to these events. Like, why is this happening? Not just what happened, but why is this important? And why is this carving up and crafting my character into someone else?
Well, I think at the time I had really gotten on this whole bandwagon of like, yeah, the book should just be entertainment, man. Who cares about a message? Right. Which was a false thing I bought into at the time. And I think really that once I started to incorporate more messages into my books, and nothing over the top, but at least giving the characters morals and giving lessons to be learned, and just digging a little deeper into them, like sort of things like I think we might have talked about this before, like in Bram Stoker's Dracula, how a lot of the characters might question their faith, might look to God, which happens in dark situations. I've tried to incorporate things like that more, people questioning themselves, what they believe, which even stems from me, at times questioning my own beliefs of the universe. And
everyone has those ethics, even when you're sitting here in quarantine going, how long am I going to sit here and starve before the economy just crushes me and my family? Everyone asks these questions. Those are very public, very relatable questions. Whereas if you start talking about how am I going to make this particle accelerator, that's about an object. And if you're we all see a lot of action movies that don't have this drive to them. It's just like all choreography and no meaning, no big
Yeah,
meaning. Even
yeah,
John Wick, they kill his dog at the start.
yeah. Well, I mean, this is I'm not crazy big into action movies, but this is why I really like well, I don't know, because They Live is what I want to talk about. And I know it's
Yeah.
like almost part horror movie, almost part like action movie. I'm sort of torn on how exactly to categorize it. I don't know if you've seen it, but
I haven't seen it, but that's a communist paranoia movie, which is great. It's
yeah,
a giant kind of alien takeover through propaganda, and it's paranoia because only one guy, the I'm all out of bubblegum guy.
yeah.
I came to kick ass and chew bubblegum. Only one guy believes in them, and everyone doubts him at first until you put on the glasses. You know what I mean? And then
You know what's another good action movie with a very sympathetic character? Rambo. First
Oh, yeah.
Blood. That's a good one if you haven't seen it.
Rambo.
And he's like mistried. He's like forgotten by Vietnam. He can't function in real life anymore. These people are beaten.
Yeah.
And you're rooting for them is what you need.
Yeah.
All right, I got to jump.
My uncle. All right. See you, dude.
Hey, God bless you guys. Have a great day.
Peace. God bless you too.
Yep.
Yeah, my uncle, he loved Rambo, and he showed it to me when I was a kid. One time over at his house, he showed me Rambo, but I really don't remember it because it's been like, I don't even know how many years, a long time. So it's definitely one that I need to rewatch. Or I mean, it'd probably just technically be just watch, because I mean, seeing part of it when you were a kid, I guess might not fully count. But yeah, I'd be down to watch Rambo. Everyone praises it, so I'd be down to give it a chance. And I see Andrew is muted here, but let me see in the chat what's going on. Bullet says Nasser needs to talk theory with Doug more. I almost read like all of that as one word, huh?
Nasser, I'm sorry, it must have broke out there for a second. I didn't realize Doug was saying bye, and I just didn't want to interrupt y'all's conversation with my loud noises. But now that Doug's gone, I'll just continue to do that. What's going on?
Oh man, nothing much. I was just catching up in the chat. Bullet was saying that I need to talk theory with Doug more. Yeah, I would love that.
Very interesting to hear that, man. Because it's funny, because like I remember having that conversation with you back when we read that draft, and I was saying about how you should have something to say with the story, but you had that mentality of like, well, that shouldn't matter. The entertainment's first, and I understand why you were focusing on that, but I'm glad that you are trying to do something more now, because it just makes it easier to grapple on the story, and it makes you want to revisit it.
Yeah.
Reference it, as an example.
Yeah. Because I mean, when oh, go on.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, because when I took a step back and looked at everything I liked, there were still morals to be found and things that were people wanted to say, and pretty much everything I liked. Especially, I think this was also around the time when I started to read The Exorcist, because I had only seen the movie. And I liked the movie, but I never read the book, and so I just decided to read the book one day, and last year. And when I read it, and I really I understood the irony in it the first time, but then when I read the book, it brought it out a little more. The irony of the atheist movie star mom wants an exorcism, even though she doesn't believe in God, but then the priest, the guy that believes in God, he's losing his faith, and so it's a pretty ironic situation. And when I look at things like that, it gives a lot more weight to it. It has a lot more weight to it than if the movie was just like, this chick is possessed, now this guy is just going to walk in and do an exorcism, which is what you would get if you wanted fully entertainment versus if you wanted an actual story.
Yeah,
and
that movie without the story is The Last Exorcism, which is a completely entertaining movie but has no real depth to it whatsoever.
Yeah. So that's why I decided it's just movies like that. Even movies like even with Halloween, I think with Michael at the end after he gets shot and he goes away. I mean, that could even be interpreted as evil could probably never be stopped. It's always going to exist in the world. There's maybe that's what John Carpenter was going for. Maybe it wasn't. I don't
It
fully
definitely
know,
wasn't.
but
Definitely wasn't. If you
but
ever listen to
but
John Carpenter talk about breaking down his movies, he's always laughing about it. But that movie worked for a lot of different reasons in the way it was
that's
executed.
true. That's true. But also, even if he wasn't going for a message, he still gave us reasons to care about the characters. So it wasn't just like a guy with the knife shows up and kills people we don't care about. He also gave us character about.
Yeah.
Laurie Strode is a phenomenal character, and you know, she, she actually feels real. And it's characters feel real for and once we have reasons to care about them and just the way they act and the way they are, and a lot of it goes back to like the Save the Cat book, where a lot of times since reading that book, I'll be reading something or watching something, and I'll see those little moments where the protagonist might do something that gives us a reason to care about them. It's not just saving a cat; it might be like they go out of their way to do something for somebody, that sort of thing. Which I've started to try to incorporate more into my books. Um, and Bullet says The Thing is my favorite movie of his. Yeah, The Thing is really up there for me. I love John Carpenter movies, and I still have a lot of them I need to see. Like I still have Big Trouble in Little China on my shelf. I need to watch it, and I still need to pick up Escape from New York. But yeah, The Thing. It's so hard to rank these movies because I really love Halloween, and I love The Thing, and I really love They Live. In the Mouth of Madness, and he's just got so many great movies. It's really hard for me to choose like the absolute favorite one, but I mean, I might have to put Halloween there, but it's like really close with The Thing. The Thing is incredible, and I hope that Blumhouse doesn't screw it up when they do their whole remake thing. um, I just hope they don't just do like all just CGI. I just hope it's not a rehash. I just hope that the new movie that they don't do all the CGI. I hope they do practical effects, and I hope that they didn't screw it up, because the worst remakes are always just rehashes. The best ones are when they end up taking that concept. So I mean I know it's going to have similarities because the book it was based on recently. So The Thing was based on a novella called Who Goes There, um, but the of that novella had chopped down a novel called Frozen Hell. He had chopped it down into a novella and published it that way. I don't know all the terms of the publishing agreement, but I'm sure he probably just cut out the bad parts if I had to guess. Um, you know and so the book Who Goes There, that was turned into The Thing from Another World, which was pretty much nothing like the book from what I hear, and then John Carpenter turned that book into a very accurate adaptation from what I hear. Again, I haven't read the book, but recently the script for Frozen Hell, for the full novel length story, was uncovered. And so they're going to make a new movie based on the entire novel and not the novella. So it's definitely, from just that information alone, it's going to, definitely going to have some overlap with John Carpenter's movie, and it's going to have, some similarities, just because John Carpenter's movie was so accurately adapted. But I just hope they don't screw it up. I just hope that they do practical effects, and I hope that they just don't try and rehash it. I just hope they try to do something original, and I just hope it's not boring. I just hope it's just something entertaining at the very least. Like I just hope it's not something like Halloween 2018, well, which I mean I guess it wasn't the most boring movie in the world, but it just wasn't very or well, I don't know. I don't want to turn this into a whole roast session of movies I don't like, but let's see. Andrew just popped out of here, so he probably lost connection, maybe. Oh, here he's back now. There you are. Can you hear me, Andrew? I can't.
Yeah.
It's going pretty robo. I can't understand you at all. maybe dip out and come back again? Because I can't hear you at all. Guys, let me know in the chat if you could hear Andrew. I can't hear him. I just hear a little static coming through. Okay, I see he muted himself now. This might have been why me and him stopped doing those streams every morning while he was at work. It might be because of this, because Robo and have to mute. This might be why. But let me see. Bullet says, yeah, saving a cat grounds the character in reality by doing a mundane task shows a lot about the character. Yeah, the book basically said that, like we need a reader, maybe have him do something sweet, something like saving a cat from a tree, just bringing the cat down. Actually, in a comic, have put a scene just like that one time where the main character in a superhero comic, she grabs a cat and takes him out of a tree. So I've definitely done something like that before, like yeah, it could be a few different things, just a few different things to get people to care about the character, make them feel real. And Andrew guys, I just got this email I need to reply to. Let me sorry guys, I gotta reply this email. It's just like a sentence. Because this website that I bought a movie from told me 2 weeks ago it'll take up to 2 weeks for them to ship the movie. It still didn't ship. And then I asked again, and they're like, it'll take another 2 weeks. I'm like, so what you said 2 weeks ago? Send. All right, sorry about that. You guys, I'm just getting a little frustrated with this movie I had ordered, and I'm probably never going to order from this website again, because they're just absolutely awful. But let's see. I don't know if Andrew's going to come back, but it was really awesome to have Doug stop by. Yeah, I wish I would have known he was coming by. I would have titled the stream like, like the Doug Show live or something. That way we could have gotten some more people in here this morning. But that's all right. I really appreciate everyone that comes by these streams. You guys are awesome. I'm post link here in the chat again. Hopefully Andrew comes by again. And then hopefully we could talk like movies and stuff. Let's see. Bullet says it might be that their distributor is delaying things. Might not be their fault. No, it's like a Bullet. Their website said in stock, and I ordered it a month ago, and then it didn't. Everything, and then 2 weeks ago they were like, "Oh, hey, we're getting it from the manufacturer, so it'll be 1 to 2 weeks, and it'll ship." And tell me again, "Oh, hey, it'll be 1 to 2 weeks before it ships." So I just said, "But that's what you said 2 weeks ago." So we'll see. But the thing about this website is like they had emailed me. Well, I had checked in with them this morning because it had been 2 weeks, and I was like, "Hey, is there any update?" And they were like, "Oh, sorry for the inconvenience. We've credited your account." And so I opened up my account, and I'm like, "Well, what did they credit me with? Did they give me like $20 so I could buy another movie?" No, they gave me $2. They gave me $1.99. Yeah, $1.99. That's really gonna allow me to buy a movie. So now I'm just responding like, "But that's what you said 2 weeks ago." I just don't get it. It says in stock. It says in stock on their website. I don't know why they can't just get it. Bullet says Corona, whatever, is messing up a lot of things. Nah, I don't think it's a Corona problem. I don't think it's that at all. Rip. I don't think it's a Corona problem. It said in stock, and it probably shouldn't have said that, but they said 1 to 2 weeks, so they should have an update. Their update shouldn't be, "Oh yeah, another 2 weeks." Like, no, they got to actually explain where it is. I don't know. It's not like it's some rare movie that no one has. Like, I'm sure they have it at one of their warehouses. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. The movie I ordered is called The Stuff, and I always hear from everyone that The Stuff is an amazing movie. Andrew tells me that a lot. I wish he was on here so we could discuss it, but he's I don't know. He dipped out for bad signal, I guess. So I don't know where he is. Rip. So yeah, hopefully Andrew could come by. But if you guys got any questions about like movies or the book or anything, let me know down in the chat. Bullet says fight them, I guess. I'm sorry if you guys hear the train. I could hear the train. There's a train at the end of my block, and I could hear it. I don't know if my mic is picking it up. Yeah. Let's see. I'm all caught up in the chat, so I'm just gonna chill with the link again here in the chat. But yeah, I don't know. We're kind of getting to the point where things just get like super awkward without a guest. We'll keep going for a little bit longer. We'll see if Andrew ends up coming back in, or if one of my other guests will come on. But we have been going for an hour and 10 minutes, but I think we'll go for at least a little bit longer. Yeah, we'll still go for a little bit longer. But yeah, if you guys just let me know in the chat if there's anything you guys wanted to talk about now, because I think me and Doug and me and Andrew were having such an interesting conversation about story, but then Doug had to go and then Andrew disappeared. So I don't know. That was a really good conversation, talking about story and stuff. But yeah, if there's anything you guys wanted to discuss with me, let me know down in the chat. Let me know down in the chat. Otherwise, I mean, I guess I'll just keep like shilling the link. Let me see. Bullet says, "Did you see that New Warriors book?" Yeah, but I mean, I don't get why everyone's talking about it. It's going to be canceled in like, after like 8 issues at the most. I don't know. I mean, everyone said, if Marvel wants to make awful characters, stop ruining Spider-Man and make your own awful characters. And then so Marvel went and made their own awful SJW characters, and now everyone's flipping out. As if that's not what they already told Marvel to do. Everyone was like, don't make Spider-Man an SJW. Make your own SJW character. So then Marvel did that, and now everyone's crying about it. I mean, dude, you already know nobody's going to pick it up. You already know nobody's going to want that book. It's going to get canceled after a couple issues. Everyone's going to have a good laugh. And, I mean, I don't really get the point in complaining about it, because it's what everyone told Marvel to do. So, and you already know it's going to get canceled. Books like that don't sell. So, I mean, I don't know. It's, I don't know. I think it's just dumb to talk about. We should probably just be sitting here talking about good books, actual books that people want to read, like Secret Comics Presents. So if you guys want to get Secret Comics Presents, if you hate the New Warriors book, then go ahead and get my book down there in the chat. So yeah, if you guys really hate the New Warriors and you want to get a fun book, a book people will actually enjoy, then get my book, I guess. I guess that's the best way to put it. So yeah, that's all I have to say about it. Is like, if you can't tell Marvel like create your own SJW characters, and then when they do, you can't just be mad like how dare they, like it's gonna get canceled. So I mean, it is what it is. No reason in complaining about it. But yeah. So that's that. Yeah, I don't know. If you guys have been reading some good comics lately, let me know down in the chat. Haven't read a lot of comics lately. The last ones I read were those Thing adaptations, or well, rather adaptation. Those that 2-issue series based on John Carpenter's The Thing. Those 2 were the last ones I read, and I did a video on that. And I also read this Nightmare on Elm Street comic from Innovation Comics. I read the first one, and honestly, I wasn't that big on it, but it had good things in it and it had bad things in it. So I might do a review on that Nightmare on Elm Street comic, possibly. We shall see. We shall see. But I think I might do a review on that one. I think I'm awful at reviews, but at least it's some content to do. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. I read a Nightmare on Elm Street comic. It was from Innovation Comics. It was just okay. Didn't really care that much about it. The story was just like kind of bland, and the art had like some moments where it was good, and then some moments where it was just really awful. But I mean, there were still things to enjoy in this Nightmare on Elm Street comic that I read. So I don't know. I'll probably do a review on it soon-ish. I don't know. Maybe if I could bring myself to do it, because I'm just awful at reviews. I don't like doing reviews really that much unless it's a discussion with someone else. Like if I were just to sit here and do a review of a movie just by myself, it would go for like a minute at the most, and it would just be me saying, "Oh, it was a good movie." But if I like had a guest on here to discuss a movie with or discuss a comic with, it would be a lot more interesting having us both discuss it, rather than me just sitting there just talking by myself. I don't really like talking to myself. I like having guests on. They stop me from getting awkward all by myself here, because I'm a pretty awkward person trying to entertain everyone by myself. Bullet says that those the adaptation comics looked good. Those John Carpenter ones, yeah, they were incredible, really, and they had some of the best art I'd ever seen in a comic. Bullet, those Thing issues were absolutely fantastic. So yeah, those were a fun read. I will definitely be picking up the other Dark Horse Thing related comics. I think there's a few other series about them. I think the next one is called like The Thing from Another World, Climate of Fear. So I have to get that one. It's 4 issues. This one was 2 issues, and I felt like there wasn't enough time for things to get as suspenseful as the movies. There were definitely suspenseful moments, in the books, and there were times where you had your doubts about characters. But I mean, at 40 pages, it was 20 in each. 20 in each issue. It just didn't have enough time for us to like really care about like the newer characters that were brought into the book, and granted, it still had McGreedy in it, but like, and we cared about him, of course, but like, when he comes across new people, they almost don't have time to develop as much as the movie. But I mean, it still had suspenseful moments, and I really loved the story and the art. So that Thing from Another World, issues 1 through 2, those were incredible. And I hear great things about the next one, Climate of Fear, which is 4 issues. So I'll have to get that one. And then I hear the 3rd series sucks. And I think there might be a 4th miniseries. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to getting a Climate of Fear. Well, it says, yeah, I will have to track it down. Yeah, they're sort of rare. The Thing from Another World 1 through 2 is pretty rare. The other ones are really easy to find from what I've seen, but I could not find issue 2 anywhere online. I had to get it at C2E2. They occasionally pop up on eBay, but sometimes they're overpriced. But yeah, so that 2-issue series is a little tough to track down, and I think the paperback is even harder to track down. I think the paperback is like really like low print, because I saw people charging even more for the paperback than they were for the 2 issues. So yeah, that was a really enjoyable series. Let's see. We've been going for an hour and 19 minutes. We'll go for about 10 more minutes unless Andrew comes back. If Andrew comes back, maybe we'll stay on longer. But if it's just me, we'll end it in about like 10 or 11 minutes here. So it'll be a nice hour and a half stream. Yeah, so if you guys got anything else y'all want to talk about in the chat, just let me know. But we could always go back to looking at the Indiegogo, of course, which if you guys haven't gotten it yet, please do. We could use your guys' support. We'd love to have your guys' support. And please help us spread the word about it. Share it out with all your friends over on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and anywhere else. And please, because we need your guys' help to get this thing funded. Let me see. Bullet says, I have a copy. I'm not afraid. I have a copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga from the Sega Saturn. It's stupid, rare, and expensive. Yeah. Well, that's interesting, dude. But yeah, speaking of super or stupid, rare, and expensive, this book is actually going to be stupid, rare, and expensive. So everyone should back it and get this super rare, expensive book. I just refreshed it. I didn't think we got any backers because I didn't get an email about it, but I just refreshed. We didn't go up yet, but that's all right, guys. It's always fun to talk to you guys about the book and come on here and promote it. And if you guys got any questions, let me know. Just double checking in case Andrew's back. No, he is not yet. But but if you guys got any questions about the book, let me know, and we'll just scroll through again and take a look at these absolutely gorgeous pages that Jason is doing. And again, I wanted to get him on here to draw, but he is asleep. Hopefully, I'll get him by a stream today. But he's been offline for hours. He's definitely asleep. But usually when he's awake, he's always online posting garden stuff. Bullet says exactly. I don't know which part he's saying exactly to. Just let's see. No, Andrew's not back yet. But yeah. Just hold on. What? There we go. That page. I was like, where'd it go? Bullet says sleeps. Yeah, he has weird hours. He'll stream at like 4 a.m. and end at like 7, and then he'll sleep at like 7, and then he'll wake up like in like the afternoon, and then he'll start drawing again. But yeah, Bullet, I know you love gorgeous original art, so you should get one of these pages because it's absolutely incredible. And I know Bullet has got deep pockets, so Bullet would love this book. Bullet should buy the original cover. I think he would definitely love that. But if you guys haven't gotten the book yet, support, and if you guys could just help us to share it out and get some more eyes on it, that'd be great. And of course, if you guys have YouTube channels of your own, then we would definitely love to be on your guys' channels and to promote our book. That would be absolutely fantastic. So if you guys would like to have us on, just let me know. Me and Jason will come by. I'll make sure he's up. Bullet says, I'm super loving Jason's art on this book. Yeah, so if you love his art, Bullet, then buy some of the original art, Bullet. I know you could afford a page. Bullet has more money than all of my YouTube subs combined. Bullet is very rich, ladies, so keep that in mind. But Bullet, he's got a lot of money. So Bullet could afford every single page on here and the original cover if he wanted to. So hopefully Bullet will buy all our pages. But I'm gonna stop screen sharing now, and let's see. Let's put the link again in the chat. It's also down in the description. And also, I am going to copy this link right here for Jason's YouTube. He is 20 subs away from giving away original art. So he's going to do an art giveaway when he gets to 500 subs, and he's 20 subs away. If anyone's not subscribed yet to my artist on this book, Jason, there's his YouTube, where you guys can sub to him, watch him do this book in real time. Watch him make this book in real time. You'll know exactly where the money's going. You'll see that progress is getting done. And, he's a good streamer, a lot less awkward than me. and he does these very relaxing drawing streams. So if you guys want to go subscribe to Jason, there is the link to do so. And like I said, you guys will know where the money's going. You'll know work is getting done. You'll see progress happening on the book all the time. He streams every week. So you guys could go sub to him and see the book happening. And there's the link to his YouTube. Let me get the link again to the comic copied here. And here's the link. 1 second. Here's the link again for the comic. If you guys haven't gotten it yet, please do. We'll go for another about 5 minutes here, unless a guest pops in. I guess we could go longer, but yeah, we'll be going for about another 5 minutes here, unless we get a guest. So let me know, guys, if you got any questions about the book, or about movies, or about any of my other books, or about anything really. Let me know down in the chat so we get something to talk about for the last 5 minutes here. So yeah, just let me know. It'd be nice if I had a little background music to play, just so I don't have to, keep going like do. So yeah, like it would be better if I had a little background music, but I don't, unfortunately. But yeah, we got about 4 minutes left here, so if there's any questions, just let me know, or else this is going to be like the worst 4 minutes to end a stream in the history of streams. Bullet says, how do you feel about the Irish? I know nothing about the Irish. I don't know anything about anybody, so I don't know if that's a reference to something or not. I have no clue. Bullet. Yeah, I have no clue what that's supposed to mean at all. Yeah, I got no clue. Yeah, this is like the most awkward ending to a stream. I'm just waiting for it to hit 1:30 so we could end. Or if we get a guest, we'll keep it going. Yeah, if we get a guest, we'll keep it going. If not, it'll just be me for the next 3 minutes, and then we'll end it. So yeah, we've been going for an hour and 27 minutes on the dot. So just a few minutes left. Bullet says St. Patrick's Day, Shamrock Shakes, etc. Yeah, it doesn't affect me in any way. I don't really know what kind of answer you're looking for here, man. I don't know how I'm supposed to answer that. Like, how do you feel about the color green? Like, okay, I don't know. Do. But yeah, just about 2 minutes left. If you guys got any questions for me or anything, about 2 minutes left of me being awkward. It doesn't look like any guests are gonna come on and save the day. So, and I wish they would come on. I wish we could get some more guests to appear, but I mean that's all right. I enjoy hanging out with all you guys down here in the chat. Bullet says Nasser is unaffected by the Irish. Gotcha. I guess so. If that's the answer you're looking for. It looks like Jason's finally awake. He liked one of my tweets, so I guess he's finally up. I mean, I could send him the link, see if he'll come by. Let me grab the invite link and open up Facebook. Let's see. Log in. Let's see. Here's Jason. Okay. Jason, there's the link, so maybe he'll come on. Okay, now let me log out of Facebook here. So now Jason has the link. So we'll see if Jason wants to get on. And let me get the link for the comic copied again so I could just show that again. 1 second. Let me get it copied here and put it in the chat. There we go. Let me tell Jason. come draw, because he did like one of my tweets on Twitter right now. So now he's active. Yes, now he just woke up. So now let's see what he says. I'm telling him to come draw. We'll see if he'll come by. He might just tell me he woke up. That happened last time when I was streaming and he woke up. Yeah. He just said I just woke up. So he says like 5 seconds ago. I'm just gonna send him a laughing face. We'll see if we can get Jason to come by. I don't know. He says he just woke up. Let me ask him, how much time do you need? How much time do you need? So there we go. We'll see if Jason could come by. He just woke up, just literally just now. So we'll see if I could get him to come by and draw for us. That'd be pretty entertaining. If we could get him to come by. But yeah, Jason's an incredible artist and does incredible work. And if you guys like his work, then please back our book. And if you guys want some of his original art, then we have head sketches on the campaign for just $60. $60 gets you a head sketch, a comic, and a trading card shipped to your door. And also, we have his original pages for sale, 19 of the 20 left, and we have the original cover up for sale as well. So yeah. Let me see. Jason says, "What's this for? Your channel?" He's such a boomer. Yeah, I've been. Oh, he said he just got the notification. He says he'll be in shortly. Okay. I'll just tell him all right. Okay, so Jason will be here, so I have to be a little bit awkward for a little longer until he shows up. So we shall see. We shall see how long it takes him to show up. Hopefully you guys could tolerate me until Jason comes here and saves the day. Maybe we'll even get Andrew back. I would love for Andrew to come back and hear. Andrew, if you're listening. Although he's probably busy at work. That might be it. So that might be why he had to dip out. But Andrew, we were having such a great conversation, and then you dipped out. So that's sad, but we'll see. We'll see who ends up coming by the channel. But Jason did say he needs a few minutes, or he'll be by shortly. Bullet says, Lucky Charms, yes or no? Yes, I love Lucky Charms. I love Lucky Charms. Yeah, I hope Jason doesn't take too long. I hope by shortly he doesn't mean 20 minutes, because I don't want to sit here for 20 minutes by myself. I'm just hoping he'll come by like now, like right away, and draw. Everyone go harass Jason and tell him to come by and draw. The people demand it. Tell him. I don't know. I could always solve a cube on stream as we wait for him to come by. You guys could always see my hideous face as I solve a cube. Yeah, we could always solve a cube. You guys could see my awful hair that's not brushed at all. But yeah, we could always solve a cube on here. Let me actually remove the banner that's on the screen right now. Let me hide the banner. There you go. Alrighty, let me get this thing all scrambled up. There we go. I know you guys can't see it as good as you could when I do it from my phone at the table behind me. Bullet says you are part of the problem. But yeah, here it is. Here's the cube, all nice and scrambled. Let me actually sit up here so you guys could see it better. Alrighty then, so I'm just gonna do this, I guess, and if you guys got any questions about anything, let me know in the chat, because I got the chat open here, I could see it. So if you guys got like questions and stuff, let me know. Well, it says, what is it about Rubik's and his cubes that you are drawn to? Um, well, when I was little, when I was a kid in like elementary school, I had a cube, or it might have been my sister's. I don't remember. But I was trying to solve it, and I was really angry because I didn't know what to do. I'm talking like fifth grade here, and I never touched one again until my cousin went to a boarding school. And one day when I was visiting my cousin, he had a Rubik's Cube. I was probably about 15 at the time, and I was like, oh man, that thing gave me a headache when I was little. I bet it's impossible to solve. And then my cousin let me take it. And so I just sort of, when I was 12, I just started to just solve it. And I watched videos about it, and I don't know an exact formula to solving it. It's mostly just off the top of my head, if that makes sense. I'm just doing certain things I know, or certain things I've just figured out on my own on how to solve it. I know very few tips on how to solve it. A lot of this is just me off the top of my head, but a couple things I do might be like smaller moves that other people that do Rubik's Cubes might know. And I just figured out how to solve it eventually after trying for a long time after my cousin gave me it. And it's just something to do to pass the time, really. Or whenever I'm like, if I'm listening to a YouTube video or an audio book or listening to music or something, I'll just sort of just solve this just to have something to do with my hands. I always need to do something with my hands. So it just gives me something to just do because I'm bored. I get bored easy, and I just have I have a few different cubes, so that way it's there's always something different to do. If I don't feel like doing this one, I just do another one. But yeah, it's mostly just because I'm bored and I just need something to do. Bullet. I don't know. I don't really know. I just do it because I'm just bored. We're actually really close to solving this one now. We've got all the corners in the right places. We just have a few edge pieces that are out of place. Bullet says idle hands. Gotcha. Jason, he's not in the stream yet. He says, make Nasser bald and posts the link to our comic. Yeah, he sees my awful hair. It's not brushed. This is how I woke up with my hair like. It's just, I woke up and it was awful. And he wants to make me bald. So he says if we raise 30 grand, I have to shave my head. So I will shave my afro off. I'll go bald if we hit 30 grand. So get us there, guys. It'll make Jason proud. Which Jason should be in here pretty soon, hopefully. Jason's in the chat, but he's not here in the stream when he should be. But he says, help us reach our campaign goal. Order Secret Comics Presents today. If you've already supported us, consider upping your tier by ordering a head sketch. We can't publish the book without your support, and that is true. I'll put it on the screen here. Yes. everything he's saying is very true. We really do need your guys' help, and if you've already backed it, please consider upping your tier, getting a head sketch, or getting the thank you page, or getting some original art, or just and if you can't up your pledge, then please help us just share it out and get it in front of people, get it to all your friends and family, please. That'd be incredibly awesome. Okay, we're about to be done with it now. Do. Here we go. Ta-da! So we're done with that one. We're done with my favorite one, just the standard Rubik's Cube, my favorite one. I mean, I guess we could do this one right here, this 2x3. This one's actually a lot easier. We can get this one all mixed up here. Just patiently waiting for Jason to get into the chat. Jason, I didn't want to go for more than 2 hours, and we're like 20 minutes away from there. So just come on, Jason. Come on in for the last 20 minutes. Let's see here. Let's get started on solving this one, which is probably going to be a very quick solve because we just solved it in like 4 moves. This one's a super easy one. This one's another easy one. This is one I really like. The Pyraminx is what it's called. So we'll get this one all scrambled up. A little more here. Okay, guys, I think that's nice and scrambled. This is one of my favorite ones. It's a pretty intuitive one, the Pyraminx. It's pretty intuitive. It's pretty simple. It kind of gave me anxiety when I first saw it, when I first bought it, but I solved it without any help, so that was cool. And it's a pretty easy one. It's pretty intuitive. You really need it. You just sort of put them where they need to go, if that makes sense. So there we go. So another simple one, the Pyraminx. Cubes, just waiting for you. You're going to come by my stream. So rip Jason. But yeah, if you guys want to get our book, the link is down there in the chat. Oh, here he is. Hello, Jason. Jason?
Yeah, I'm here. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, he's here.
As soon as I woke up, Nasser sends me a link to come on the stream. I'm like,
yeah, I've been going for a while. I was going for a while, and I knew you were asleep because you weren't active, but you had liked one of my tweets or something, and I was like, oh, he's up. So I'll send him a link now.
Next time I'm not liking your tweets.
Yeah, next time don't like them first thing in the morning. But I saw you were up, and so I'd already gone for a while. We had Doug TeNaples stop by, and my friend cool. Andrew were both in here. They're both in here for a little bit.
That's good.
Doug had to go do stuff, and then Andrew mysteriously disappeared. I swear I did not kill him.
I don't blame him. I'm blamed for mysteriously disappearing. I'm like, oh,
Andrew disappeared.
I
I know he was at work,
Uh-huh.
so maybe he just got busy, needed to go, couldn't say bye. But I don't know where he went. But
that happens to a lot of people, you know. They just disappear. They don't even say bye. It's like I'm out of here.
yeah, but yes. So then I would end it, but then you were awake, so I was like, you know what, I'll just do these cubes to entertain people, and I just solved like 4. I just solved 4 cubes all before you came on here. So
you know what that means?
Huh?
It means the cubes are too easy. You need to get better cubes.
I have some that I can't solve.
Well, why didn't you use one of those? Use one of the ones you can't solve.
No, everyone wants to see you solve it. They don't want to see you not solve it.
I want to see you struggle. If it's too easy, it's boring. You know, it's like writing a story where, you know, the protagonist like wins in the first page. You know, if it's a 10-page story, then what's the point? You're writing a 200-page novel, and by the 3rd page, it's like, hey, everything's resolved. Then you have 197 pages of what? Him playing Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're probably going to be live for another like 15 or 20 minutes.
Okay,
so
that's cool.
Yeah,
I gotta go
start a stream on your channel.
I gotta go back.
If you want to start a stream on your channel after this, I'd be down to.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I got. Actually, I know I can't because I have to call back clients and stuff. So.
Okay.
I mean, I might do it later on today. But what is going on in terms of the streaming today? Are we going on John Dillard's tonight?
No, John Dillard had the other day told me he needed to reschedule our time, and he said he'd get back to me. He hasn't got back to me, so I don't know.
Okay.
I can message him again. There's a couple other people that I need to get back to as well. George Alexopoulos I want to get on with. My friend Larry.
What about Billy Tucci? What happened to him?
He never sent anything. I sent the crowdfunding comics email, the link, and it was I think somebody else he runs that one.
Right.
And they said, cool, we'll show it to the rest of the team, and then I just haven't heard back. I guess I'll just message Billy on Twitter.
Yeah. You have to be the squeaky wheel to get that grease. So, no, if you don't hear back from him, contact him again.
Yeah.
Say, hey, Billy, I'm still here. You know, so someone's going to do that, and whoever does that is going to get on his crowdfunding comics show, and then their campaign is going to explode. So you want it to be us, not someone else. Us. Me first.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. No, not. No, because I mean, I just checked the campaign, and we have not gained one additional supporter financially. We haven't had one person buy the comic since yesterday afternoon. And that's not good.
Yeah.
That is not good. I mean, at this pace, we will not reach our goal. So if you're watching either now live or 10 days from now or 50 days from now, we need your help. We desperately need everybody's support, whether it's just sharing this campaign out to your friends and family and enemies, anyone who you think would be interested on social media, or if you would, please consider buying our comic. Buying a copy for $8. You can buy 2 copies for $16 with free shipping, and you get a trading card. You can get a free head sketch from me of any character you want, and a comic for $60. I mean, there are a number of different tiers. So the more people who support the book, the greater the chance that the book will actually be published. So without you guys helping us,
I know a lot of people have been telling me that this is the best art they've seen on any of my comics, and that's a really huge compliment, you guys. But it'll only be the best art I've ever had on a comic if it gets printed. So
it's the best art that never actually became published in one of Nasser's comics.
The best art to never be published by me. So, yeah, guys, we really need your guys' support. So, we've got about 4 people in here in the chat. So, guys, please hit that thumbs up and please share out the link for our stream and our campaign. And please let all your friends know. And again, if there's any YouTubers in the chat, no matter how big or how small your channel is, we'll be happy to go on. Even if you only have 100 subs, there's people out there that you have in your audience that we could that we couldn't really reach with our platforms. Maybe they don't know who we are. So everyone knows somebody we don't know. So if you guys would like to have us on your show, then please just let us know, and we'll be more than happy to come on anybody's channel, really. And if you guys would just please help us out with sharing the link. You guys have all been great so far and given us a lot of support, but we just need some more so that way we can get funded, hit our goal. And I know it's crazy times right now on everybody, but we really need to hit this goal.
Yeah, it is true. So how's your family doing, Nasser?
Oh, they're doing pretty good.
Your parents are still working. So are they?
Yeah.
They have to. Do they have to stay home, or what's going on with the job?
No, they're still working.
Good.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, my wife is. She works for the city, so they have her working from home now. Up until yesterday was first day. So.
Yeah, well, my mom always does a little bit of work from home anyways. She has her office. She does taxes, but my dad's my dad's a cop, so he can't really is he going to arrest me? He's going to arrest me for a living.
Well, I'm surprised he hasn't already.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. All the trouble I get in, down here at the secret comics offices.
Of course, yeah.
It's or my basement, whatever you guys want to call it.
Your own personal solitary confinement.
Yeah. So So I mean, they've been doing good. My sister that moved to Maryland last year. She's a teacher, and she has 2 weeks off, but but often she has to I think she has to prepare certain videos and worksheets that are going to be sent to the kids or maybe sent to their parents, and their parents are going to have to download it for them. And so my sister has to scan those, send them, create some different things for them to do.
Right. So she's still working.
So,
she just
yeah. So she's still working. Well, it's just the one that's mostly affected is my sister in Oklahoma. She still has her day job, but she and her husband about a month and a half ago opened up a restaurant.
Wow.
Now it's completely closed. They're not even doing the carryouts because or delivery because they're making so little on it because business just went way down with the whole virus thing. So their restaurant is closed completely for the time being, and that's awful because they do depend on it for money.
Right. Yeah.
I think a lot of this quarantine thing is costing a lot of people their income, and I think quarantining right now I think might be doing a little more damage than good. Not to say that it's an awful thing to quarantine, it's not, but I just think that
well, Nasser,
it's doing a lot of damage to people.
It is, but I mean you are a somewhat fan of horror movies, correct?
Sometimes.
So you've seen quarantine movies and with plagues and stuff, right?
Well, yeah, mostly zombie flicks.
And what happens when someone breaks quarantine? Good things? No.
I mean, there's
that's when everybody dies, Nasser. When people ignore quarantines.
There's no cure for being a zombie.
Exactly. So you shoot them in the head and you don't break quarantine. That's how you solve the problem until all the zombies are dead. When some idiot break quarantine because he wants to go get a Snickers, it's it's not that bad. Next thing you know, he gets bit, and then he's embarrassed. He hides it, goes back home where all the survivors are. It's not good, Nasser. It's not good. Nasser's See, Nasser's the one who's gonna get bit because he's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Man, I'm loving these pages that you're doing here, even if half of it's covered by that paper.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, you're
I was
good.
trying to
But
get the figures done first because it's it helps. If I get tied up in all this diddly detail back here, it's gonna just take forever, and it's it breaks the flow of the art. I'd rather get the figures done first and then do the boring stuff at the end. So, but you won't be able to see this in printed form unless people back the book. So please, if you like my art, even though you hate Nasser's writing, and I don't blame you, but if you like my art, no, Nasser's a good writer. But if you do like my art, I would love to get this published and get it into your hands, and I would love to draw you guys head sketches, of any character you want. But I can't really do that unless you guys back the book, buy a copy, pick a tier, and support it because this book is 50% Nasser and I, 50% you guys. We can write it and we can draw it, but unless you guys buy it, we can't publish it and mail it out to you. So we definitely need your support. And we're trying to I guess pace ourselves in terms of how much we need to make every day, and we're starting to fall short. It was great the first couple days, but then it's natural. These campaigns. I mean, they start off really well.
yeah.
And then they tend to taper off. It's just the natural state of crowdfunding.
Yeah, but I'd prefer. We would both prefer if it tapered off after we hit our goal. So,
Yeah, but
yeah,
not only
yeah.
it,
So,
yeah, but not only that, it's just it's we need to hit a minimum amount of sales, every day, or else the next day we have to raise even more money. So, if we sold 8 copies a day, we could make our goal. Right now, we're selling, you know, maybe 4 copies a day.
I
Um,
mean, I could get you the exact stats so far.
yeah, so it's it at that rate, the campaign will not succeed.
Well, I
That
mean,
would that would be
let me.
that'd be a
I have this
shame.
thing. Well, I have this thing opened here. The first day we made 1,060.
Mm-hmm.
The second day we made 189. The
Mm-hmm.
third day we made 250.
Mm-hmm.
The fourth day looks like it was our worst day. We made $49.
Yeah.
The fifth day we made 109, and then yesterday we made 70, and so far
Mm-hmm.
today nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
But we do appreciate everyone that's
Oh
backed it
yeah.
so far, and all the support you guys have given us. But please just keep in mind we do need to actually get some more backers on here to get this thing funded and out to you guys, and we're gonna need about $80 to $100 a day to hit our goal.
Yeah.
So if you guys would
That,
please share it with everyone anyone who might like something like this. Please suggest it to them, recommend it to them. Because we really need your guys' help to make this comic, and it's
Mhm.
going to be an absolutely amazing comic, and
Yeah.
you guys will all love it.
I'm gonna try to make it look amazing. I'm trying to draw every hair on this hairy guy's back. So if you want to see that, please support our comic. I mean, that's the downside to crowdfunding. You need a crowd to fund it. So and you guys are the crowd. So please
Yeah.
please help us out as much as you can. In
Yeah.
return, we shall give you a fantastic comic to amaze your eyeballs, and depending on your tier, you might get an amazing sketch, an amazing original page of art like this that you can frame and enjoy. We have a lot of different things available, so please click the link that Nasser is placing in the chat and take a look. And if you've already purchased our comic, consider buying another copy or a digital copy, or
Yeah,
sketch.
digital copy would help us big time because then we'll just send you a link. There's no real cost for that. So
Mm-hmm.
if you guys want to get a digital copy, we wouldn't even mind that because it's money that could help us produce the book without even needing to print an extra one. It would just help cover other costs. Really, is what the digital goes to.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and I'm thinking to put out another update on my previous campaigns, but I've already put out 2, I think. So I think
Mm-hmm.
some people might be getting annoyed with me, but
Yeah.
um, but every time I post an update, we get another backer. So it's some
Okay.
people are reading it,
Yeah.
but I just don't want to get like borderline like spamming and just an update like every day on the
Right.
previous campaigns.
Every couple days, every few days, as a reminder. So yeah, they closed. They closed all the movie theaters. Nasser.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. So I'm glad I went to movies on Sunday. I broke
Yeah.
quarantine and went to the
Yeah,
movies.
but I have enough movies in here to last me a while.
Oh yeah, me too. And they're talking about. I don't know if they decided to make Black Widow do that on Marvel's streaming service.
Yeah, that'd be unfortunate not to see it on that gigantic screen in the theater, but I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is. So
Yeah. It's so is your brother off school? They've canceled classes for your brother, correct?
yeah, but they're giving him online work to do. So
Okay. Yeah. So it's just same thing. So he's still going to school.
yeah, in a way, he's just doing it from his room.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yeah. And if anyone in the chat has any questions about the book, just let us know, please. And we're always happy to discuss it and answer any questions you guys might have.
If you're ever curious about what it's like to work with Nasser, ask a question. Ask me, just and I will be happy to tell you how the horror of working with Nasser. He's really mean, guys. He's really mean.
I am mean. I'm awfully mean.
He is.
It's because of where I'm from. Everyone's mean here.
I know, seriously. It's the Chicago way.
Yeah, we're all rude here. Unbelievably rude.
I know.
I've never met ruder people.
Nasser is the premier ambassador for Chicago. You want to know what Chicago's like? Look at Nasser.
Basically.
Have you ever seen The Untouchables, Nasser?
The what?
The Untouchables. You better say you have. Oh my gosh. Nasser. You haven't seen The Untouchables?
No.
Have you ever heard of it?
No. Well, I
Stop
mean, yeah,
it.
just now.
Oh gosh. Nasser. Nasser. Look it up and then watch it.
Do I have to?
Yes. You live in
What is
Chicago. Huh?
What is it?
I mean, what is it? It's a movie.
Yeah, but like, what is it?
I mean, what is it? Look it up.
Just tell me. Just give me like a one sentence like pitch.
One sentence pitch. It's about Chicago.
It's not interesting enough.
No, you should watch it. It's really good. It stars what's his name? My brain just died. Kevin Costner.
Who?
Kevin Costner. You know who that is?
Nope.
Don't lie, Nasser. You don't know who Kevin Costner is.
No, I don't really pay attention to actor names.
This is what it's like working with Nasser. 90% of the things you say, he will not understand because he's never heard of it.
Sorry.
Good gosh, Nasser. Oh, Nasser. You're well, you shouldn't. Nasser, there's no excuse for you not to know. The guy still acts. He's still a famous actor. Do you see Man of Steel?
Yeah.
Okay. You know Jonathan Kent?
Yeah.
That's Kevin Costner.
Oh.
You never saw him before? Before Man of Steel?
I don't think so.
Oh no. You ever see Field of Dreams?
No.
God help me. Why? Why, God, why? Oh my gosh, this is torture.
Sorry, dude.
It's torture discussing films with Nasser, even horror films. Half the horror films you met, if you talk to Nasser about horror films, half the films you mentioned, Nasser will have never heard of. That's
That's
the.
not true.
Oh, come on, Nasser. Ugh. Have you seen the Hammer films yet?
Nope.
See, there you go, right there. My case has been proven. Oh man, you know who Henry Hull is?
Henry who?
Hull, Hull.
No.
See, again, he proves my point. Half the horror films you mentioned, he won't know about. He's a famous horror actor.
I already told you I don't really pay attention to actor names.
I understand that, Nasser. What my point is that you need to, at least with horror films, you need to watch more. There's so many good horror films out there that you're missing. It's educate yourself on the genre more. Absorb all you can, Nasser. You could get hit by a meteorite tomorrow, and then you'll be regretting. It's like, I wish I'd seen those horror films that Jason keeps on bugging me about. If only I'd listened to Jason. And then his hand.
All right, it's time. It's time to kick Jason.
Oh no! See, if you're too honest with Nasser, he kicks you. This is also another horror of having to work with Nasser. It's like you're constantly battling him. It's like, Nasser, it'd be a great idea to have Cthulhu fight a priest in the Old West. I don't like that idea. It's like, Nasser, It's like, It's like, Nasser, I have a great idea for a serial killer puppet. That'd be Nasser.
No, I would have loved it if you said serial killer puppet.
That would have been Nasser's response during the Child's Play pitch back in the late '80s. So Nasser would be sitting in a chair of the other producer going, and playing with the Rubik's cube. Nasser, you need to be more open-minded about the cool stuff that's out there. Like
well, I'm gonna tweet out the link for our comic again,
okay.
And everyone should go retweet it and follow our example.
If you want to see more of Nasser and I bickering, then please support our book.
Yeah. Rip, but yeah, if you guys want to see us make some more books, then please help us get funded.
Yeah. Yep. I hope this gets funded. I really hope this gets funded, but we need your support to make it happen. So I think of the best way to do this. It look okay, Nasser? This guy?
Yeah, it looks fine.
Okay.
Just fine.
It's okay. See, I don't really get any response from Nasser, so I have to make judgment calls because Nasser doesn't give very good, the best feedback. He's not the most responsive fellow. He's like, it's okay. It's like, okay. I guess I'll proceed then. I guess I'll carry on.
I don't know. I'm not picky.
Oh boy, I can tell because you love Child's Play so much. Ooh,
bro, what do you have against Child's Play?
Nothing against the first one, but after the third or fourth one, it gets a little old. So, bruh.
Bro, that whole series is fantastic outside of Seed of Chucky.
Seed of Chucky. Now, have they had one where the kid's grown up? They probably have, right? They had to have.
No.
What?
No, not really.
Are you serious?
I
mean,
no. They have the kid in Seed of Chucky, but he doesn't really show up again.
What? Now, Seed of Chucky's which one? What number is that?
It's the fifth one, I believe. Let me see. There's 1, 2, 3, Bride of Chucky, and then Seed of Chucky. Yeah.
I know they had one where he's in like military school. Was that it?
Yeah, that's the third one.
Okay, but they haven't had any where he's like grown up with a kid of his own.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about I thought you were talking about the. Hold on, sorry. I got mixed up with a character. I thought you were talking about instead. Oh no, Andy. I mean, Andy actually showed up in Curse of Chucky, or Cult of Chucky rather.
Okay.
He shows up in that as an adult. It's the same actor.
Okay, cool.
And he shows up in that one for a little bit. Sorry, when you were talking about the kid, I thought you were asking about because I said Seed of Chucky, which was talking about Chucky's kids, and I thought you were asking like, if they did something with those kids.
No. I meant
no.
Andy.
Sorry, you meant Andy.
Yeah.
Andy. No, he shows up in in that one in Cult of Chucky. He shows up for a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And this is the same. It's the same serial killer in the doll, right? In all the movies.
Yep. It's the same one.
Okay.
Yeah. And the new one is the reboots of it. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh boy, it's AI, right? It's not a person. It's a computer.
Yeah, just watch it. Just watch it. Just watch it. Just watch it.
I saw Terminator. I saw all the Terminators. I don't need to see.
It's not Terminator. It's
freaking Terminator in doll size. That's what it is.
It's better. It's better than Terminator.
Admit it, Nasser. You're watching midget Terminator. That's all you're watching.
It's better than Terminator.
How bad is that? Is it a robot?
Yeah.
Is it a killer robot?
Yeah.
It's midget Terminator.
No. It's better. You just don't have good movie taste.
Yeah. Oh. Have you seen the Hammer films?
No.
I've made my case. All they need is Arnold Schwarzenegger doing the voice for the new Chucky. Poor Nasser. What about Mike Miller? Have you talked to him?
No, not yet.
What are you waiting for? What about Edwin Boyette?
I was on with Edwin.
You were?
Yeah.
When? What day?
Did
I see it?
Maybe the first or second day of our campaign.
Okay.
Maybe the second day.
Okay, cool. Interesting. Oh boy, he's whistling the Smurfs now.
Yeah.
Help free me from this living torture by supporting our book. So we can get this thing published and I can avoid Nasser for the rest of the year.
Yeah, dude, I'm so glad you showed up to the stream because it was all just me being like super awkward.
Yeah, well, this is still you being super awkward. It's just I'm here to help balance it out. So.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, but
what's your favorite Star Trek movie?
I haven't seen Star Trek. You know this. We've talked about this.
Oh gosh. What's your favorite? Well, you haven't. What's your favorite Star Wars movie?
A New Hope.
Oh no! Oh wait, A New Hope. Okay, so the first one, the original one.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Not my favorite.
Yeah.
It might be. I think it is. I think it is my favorite Star Wars movie. It's just really good. At least compared to the
Yeah.
others.
It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Uh,
I remember when I saw that when it first came out, Nasser. That's before you were born.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
saw that at
What
drive-in.
was that?
It was
What was
awesome.
that like? What was it like?
It was awesome. We saw it at drive-in theater. It was a double feature with that and Saturday Night Fever.
Oh, okay.
It was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and I watched it in it wasn't until like the end of high school when I actually watched it for the
Oh,
first time.
dang. So you went
Yeah.
all through your childhood without seeing Star Wars?
Yeah, my cousin liked it, but I just never watched it for whatever reason. I didn't watch that many movies when I was a kid. It wasn't until
Mhm,
at the end of high school when I started watching movies actually. But
mhm.
yeah. That's when I first saw A New Hope, and that's my favorite one out of all of them. I think it's got the best story,
It does.
the best. It's got the best story, the best arc, the best emotions in it for me, and that whole original trilogy has just incredible moments and
Mhm,
character arcs. But just the first one, I think, is the absolute best one.
mhm, mhm.
We have Lady Celtic Moon in the chat
Oh,
here.
there you
Hello, Lady
go.
Celtic Moon.
Yay! She's
Nice
back.
to see you here.
She's
She sort of shows up towards the end because we're probably going to go for another 5 minutes
okay.
before this stream ends. But it's great to see you here, Lady Celtic Moon. Always nice to see you here in the chat. So thank you for coming by, and we appreciate all your support of this channel. You've been around here for quite a long time on my channel. So thank you very much, Lady Celtic Moon.
Yes, thank you extremely, extremely much for all your support of the book, of Nasser and I, for putting up with us, especially Nasser. Yeah, we really appreciate your support.
Yeah. So thank you very much. But
So Nasser,
yeah.
so I mean, you weren't into comics until you were basically an adult, right?
Uh,
I mean,
it was a
you're
couple months before I turned 16, so yeah.
okay, and you weren't into horror until when?
I was 16.
Okay, so what happened? What were you into before you were 16? Because there's
basketball, and that was it.
oh really? Oh wow. Huh.
Yeah.
So no pop culture at all?
Nope, not at all.
So what made what
I mean, when I was a kid, I liked to read regular books, but then when I was in seventh grade, I started going to this new school. It was a really small school, really strict, and
Mhm,
it was almost like a cult. And my teachers were really uptight religious, and
mhm,
I was reading Harry Potter at the time, and they told me I couldn't because it was supposedly satanic.
uh-huh.
So I stopped reading Harry Potter, and they frowned upon most things.
Okay.
So I wasn't really allowed to do most things. Like you could get like
Uh-huh.
suspended, like if they caught you going to a movie theater or something.
Well,
So like they were like super like strict about things.
wow.
And so
So what's it gonna be
really
like?
that's
What's gonna be like when you go to your reunions and they ask you what you do for a living?
well, I didn't graduate from there. When I was in 11th grade there, I started to do my 12th grade classes online with a homeschool program. So
Oh, okay, cool.
when I was done with 11th grade there, I went right into college.
Okay, gotcha. Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, but before comics and movies, basketball was all I did. I would just watch it all the time. I would play it. The only basketball hoop was far away from here.
Mhm.
And by far, I mean like it wasn't walking distance. Like I would need a car because it was like a 15-minute drive
Wow.
maybe versus like 3 hours of walking probably. So
Right.
I would, as a kid, I would always find little things to make into like a makeshift hoop and just throw like a little like ping pong ball or tennis ball into something. But yeah, that was all I did was just watch basketball, play basketball, even though I sucked. But yeah,
I mean, do you still play?
no, I just didn't have time after high school when I started college and got a job, and I just didn't have time. I haven't played in years, probably like 2 years since the last time I've actually shot at basketball.
Oh, that's kind of sad. Should get back into it.
I mean, yeah, but I mean,
just for fun.
There's just not much time. Just
Mhm.
you know, I'm looking for a job now. When I did have a job, it was like go to the job, go home and write. I didn't really have time to
Right. Mhm.
play. So
Yeah.
yeah, and the job hunt sucks.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough now, especially because of
Yeah,
yeah.
and like I saw Amazon was looking to hire more warehouse workers. I was like, I mean, I guess I'll take a warehouse job. And then I looked, where they were hiring around here, and the nearest facility is like 2 hours away. And I'm like, I want to make this 2 hour drive.
It's not worth it unless you're paying, $25 an hour.
Yeah, they're doing 17 right now because for a seasonal position
Right.
till the end of next month, just because of the big influx of like certain orders with the coronavirus thing. But they normally it's $15, so it's like, do I really want to take it? And then and then it's like by after next month, it's like it's down. You get decreased in pay, go down to 15, and it's 2 hours away. Just
Mhm.
doesn't really seem worth it to me. So I'm just like
Mhm.
really struggling to find something like nearby.
Mhm.
So I don't know.
I got you. I mean, yeah, and the problem is that everything's closed now. I mean, not everything,
Yeah,
but I don't know what the hours for. I know that Walmart is no longer 24 hours. They close at 11 now for the time being. Um,
yeah,
so I don't know. Like Publix has cut their hours. I mean, they close at 8 now, or at least where I am, um, instead of 10. So, a lot of stores are curtailing their hours, so that they need less people. It seems they're not really, but just keep your eyes open. Don't be disheartened.
yeah. Um. Oh, and cool. We have. I got an email that we got a new backer. So that's
Really?
that's awesome. So let me. That was pretty loud. Let me. Please shut up. I'm taking it off you, and I'm gonna do a screen share.
I can be
And
louder.
let me
I can be louder.
share my.
I can be louder.
Let me share my screen here, and we will refresh. So I just got this email. So we were at 72 backers and 1727. So let's see now what we're at. 1739. Cool, awesome. So we went up $12. We're up to 73 backers.
Oh
So
wow!
thank
Cool.
you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Awesome.
much.
Mystery backer.
Thank you very much, mystery backer.
That's fantastic. Very
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah, and like we were saying earlier, we're really going to need to sell like $80 to $100 worth of comics a day minimum to make our goal. So we've made $12, so we still need quite a bit.
Yeah.
So if you guys know anyone who might like this comic, please help spread the word and let all your friends know. And please force people to buy it. Force them to buy 30 copies.
Some. If you can hold someone up, take their wallet, rob some banks, and just funnel it towards us. It's a great way to launder money. They'll never catch you. Okay. Don't do that.
Yeah, but if you guys want to back us, I mean, there's the link in the chat, and it's also down in the description if you guys want to support us and get our book. There it is, because we really need your guys' help getting this funded. So thank you to our backer so far, that backed us today, our one backer, and to everyone that's backed us so far over the course of our campaign. That's been awesome. So thank you very much, you guys, and we really do need your guys' help. So please let everyone that you know about this book.
Yes.
Yeah, but it is about time that I close down this stream because
Finally get it back, or Nasser wants to close down the stream.
no, I mean, I've been going. First of all, I've been going for 2.5 hours. Second of all, I probably only have like 30 minutes left of free streaming time on StreamYard because you can only stream. You can only stream 20 hours a month.
I know.
So,
I've already gotten a notice. It's like
yeah, dude, I'm so lucky. I sold a copy of Blood Reaper yesterday to someone through PayPal because I'm gonna have to put that into getting the paid version so we could stream for the rest of the month.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to stream from my phone, I guess. But the problem is that I can't have other people on when I'm doing that. So
yeah, but here's the link in the chat for Jason's YouTube if you guys want to go watch him stream and be up to date with our comic and see the progress getting done and know where your money's going. He's also 20 subs away from 500. And once he gets there, he's going to be doing an art giveaway. So at 500 subs, you could potentially win some of Jason's amazing, incredible, fantastic artwork. So go subscribe to Jason. I just put the link to his channel there in the chat. And
thank you,
Nasser.
Please
get our comic if you guys haven't yet. But with that being said, have a fantastic day, everybody, and please help us spread the word, please.
What happened?
Peace.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. Take care.